are live at Ascension Cellars wine tasting.
Internet's a crazy thing.
At Dave Dinsmore. At Dave Dinsmore.
At Dave Dinsmore. You can spell that. Welcome everybody, internet people, periscoping all around the world. Welcome to the first Backyard Ascension wine tasting event. We're honored to have all of you here and go through the various wines. Thanks to the help of my wife Lisa, we've paired up some cheeses. We have the taco guys in the back getting the tacos ready for the reds. Eric will explain to you the wines as we go through them. So he'll start with the rosé you've already had, and then we'll pour the first white, which is a Marsan Roussanne. So Eric, I'll turn it over to my lovely partner in business. You gotta say that.
There's always hope. So welcome everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Oh my gosh, sharing your weekend with us. This is a big weekend for everyone. Sunday is our Saturday. So thank you again for coming. So our first wine is our rosé. It's a beautiful filled blend of Grenache, Syrah, Petite Syrah, and a little bit of Malbec. So with this particular wine, you get that beautiful rose water, Bing cherry, orange blossom. Absolutely gorgeous wine, simply dry and lovely. So enjoy. Cheers.
Well, and then we can talk about the Gossamer because we'll start pouring that around.
People may not know.
Oh, so and that is why we have Lisa now. So I guess I'll go through the whole thing. So a lot of you know we are very, very good friends with Steve Cass, his wife Alice, and their wine partner Ted, and we've had backyard tastings with them. We met Eric actually up at the vineyard in Cass a couple years ago. We all got thrown into a house together, and you'll like Eric. You guys haven't talked. You should talk to each other. So we found out that Eric was making wines using grapes from Cass Vineyard, and all the photos you see on the labels are all photos taken by Alice Cass.
That's correct.
Different times of the year, the vineyard as it goes through the seasons. So she lets us use those as a little tribute to her and to the vineyard and how beautiful it looks all the time. And so we. Who better to pair up with than people who we know and love and we know are making amazing wine with grapes that we love so much, as you guys all know. So when the opportunity came up that Eric was like, hey, would you guys be interested in helping me work with Ascension Cellars? I was like, that could be something we could do for the rest of our lives. So, what the heck? So we're very small. I like to tell everyone it's a very small. You're looking at everybody involved. The four people here. Kathleen is married to Eric, so she has to deal with it on a regular basis. Lisa, as you all know, has to deal with me on a regular basis. So it works out well. Lisa handles all the web stuff and in the background and doing everything she does. Kathleen runs around and does some of the business side of things. And then the two of us just sit and talk about the wine and drink. So,
faces.
And so it works out it's a win-win situation. So most of these things that you're drinking, this is 30 cases is all we make of the rosé. So that we've almost finished a good part of that.
Well, field tasting, you have to make sure that the wine is fit to drink.
We want to taste it every day to make sure it's maturing.
Exactly.
And so then when you go into some of the reds, we're up to about 125 cases, which is normally about 4 or 5 barrels. For those of you interested, you get about 25 cases per barrel. So it's just enough to tide Lisa over on a good weekend.
The rosé, yeah.
So anyway, the Gossamer Wings, which is, we have a pairing of that. I'll let Lisa explain. That is, what are you having? That's going to be the mango.
That's something different. It's a pineapple mango salsa that we made to go with the Gossamer Wings. So we'll be bringing that around. So line up and they'll get you all your new wine, and we'll bring that around, and you can have a little pairing. And there's also I don't know if I didn't do a cheese for that one, but you can try the Jack. There's some cheese in there, or the Purple Haze, which is also very herbaceous and sweet. There's crackers in there, so if you don't want to eat the salsa, there's cheeses in there that you can try. We'll just keep it moving along. So if there are jump buckets around,
Or just pour them on the roses, people.
So don't feel shy.
We're in a drought, and I've turned off the sprinkler system.
I understand that not everybody likes everything, and don't feel like you have. Like if you want to drink it, feel free to do that. But if you don't like something, don't worry about it. There's dump buckets around, so please feel free to use them. There's water over here if you would like some water. We'll point you to a restroom when you need that. But you know, just feel free to dump or not, or dump.
One really fun thing about Ascension too is that people always ask, you know, what's the style of winemaking that you have? And so I would like to say that it's a very feminine approach to winemaking, more French in style. So I like where the true typicity or the varietal character of each one of the grapes that are involved in the blends, and we specialize in blending, really shines through. So for example, if you're having like the Siren Rosé that we're enjoying right now, you know there's Grenache in there, you know there's Syrah. And that translates through all the different wines. So the Marsanne Roussanne blend, the Viognier Chardonnay blend, as well as our straight 100% Halo Viognier. We've got our Mayhem Syrah. In addition to that, our Dalliance and our Ascendance, which is our Cab Merlot blend. You're going to know that there's Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot in that. And then finally, our Soul Shaker, which is a Bordeaux blend with a California twist. So it started off as a Bordeaux project where I was literally going to put like Cab Franc, Merlot, Petit Verdot, and then before I knew it, the temptation of Syrah kind of like was starting to roll around. And Sterling, who is the winemaker over at Cass, he and I were having a conversation regarding the wine. And he says, "You really thinking about putting Syrah on that Bordeaux blend?" And I said, "Yeah, I am." And he says, "Man, you're a maverick." I'm like, "Dude, I'm not a maverick. I'm a soul shaker." It was a joke. And so, I mean, I definitely wanted to do the Syrah, so he writes on the barrel, Soul Shaker. And so the name just kind of stuck. And so that's our Maverick wine, which is our Soul Shaker. We'll be coming out in the fall with our new Bordeaux blend, which is really, really exciting. So it's called Testament. And so it's a true testament of what the vineyard has to offer for us. And so that is going to be the big five. So it will be Cab, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cab Franc, Petit Verdot, Merlot, and Malbec. So, but the wines here tonight are really, really exciting. I hate overly oxidated wines to begin with. In addition to that, all the wines are really low in sulfite. So we mature all of our wines between 18 and 22 parts per million, and then we bottle between 30 and 35 parts per million. So very low in sulfites. I happen to be allergic to sulfites, and so that's part of my story when it comes to winemaking. That's why for me, high production wines that are bottled at a much higher sulfite rate are very offish to me, and they make your nose itch or turn you bright red and interesting colors along the way.
Various and sundry things.
Exactly. So with all these wines tonight, I'm really excited about...
you know me and empty glasses. I see empty glasses, so that means I got to start pouring.
Everyone getting a chance to enjoy everything. And then real quickly, our logo, Ascension Cellars. So we're basically, it's the Ascension's all about the interesting thing that happens and the opportunities of a brand new day. And so it's the rising sun, and it's a CA for California, AC for Ascension Cellars, and we also like to say very affectionately it's AC for Alice Cass. And like Steve was saying, or like Dave was saying earlier, Alice provides all of her artwork and photography for our labels. And so we wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for Alice and Steve. So, but again, cheers, and we're excited to have you guys. And again, thank you so much for celebrating and spending your holiday weekend with us.